Hello, Kelsey Taylor here. Today I'm going to be talking about my favorite movies that came out in the 2000s. At last, I get to talk about these. Usually the movies that came out in like from 2000 to 2009, basically I'm going to show. And some of these I talked about before, like in my last video, talking about my favorite kids and family movies. So I'll save those for last and go them very fast, like very quick. The first two movies I have here are the two National Treasure movies starring Nicolas Cage, and these films are really awesome. The first National Treasure and the second National Treasure both pretty much have similar plots, like both like Nicolas Cage goes on treasure hunting and things like that. Those are really awesome films. The next ones, I have like all the original Ice Age movies that came out in the 2000s. I have never seen the fourth one, although it's not a 2000s movie, and the fifth one's coming out like later this summer as well. I have the original Ice Age movies, the first Ice Age, Ice Age 2, The Meltdown, and Ice Age Dawn of the Dinosaurs. I think this one's my favorite. Like, I think this one is funny. You see Scratchy, and it's supposed to be Scratch's new lover, and she's really cute. I like these movies a lot. Like I said, I've not seen the fourth one, so I can't say more on that. The next one, I remember this movie came out the exact same time as National Treasure, the first film, and it's another like the original series from my childhood. Like it's still going on to this day, but it's not really the same. Although I really like the new one. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie was a big movie when it came out. Like I remember watching this I think twice on the row when I first got the DVD, like almost three times in a row, something like that. I still like this. This is the SpongeBob that I think of. Like, and then after I remember after the movie came out, the episodes weren't as classic and memorable as the old ones. Now this one is actually my favorite spoof film of the 2000s. Like all the spoof films during that time came out like that really sucked. And this one's very surprised to hear it's very underrated. Like more people should see this one. Like yeah, they talk about just like the scary movies, but superhero movie, which is a spoof of superhero films, like mainly on Spider-Man. And also parodies like Fantastic Four and X-Men. This one's very funny. And if you're against like spoof movies like this, like you saw Disaster Movie Meet the Spartans and despise them, and you avoid watching, it's like watch this one. This one's very funny. The next one's one of my all-time favorite movies, and wow, the sequel just blew. The first Joe Dirt is really a funny movie. Like I said, it's one of my favorite movies of all time. I say quotable lines on a daily basis at parts, and basically this is about David Spade. I'm telling his story, finding his parents. I hope you don't know this. The sequel, though, it's just I don't know. It's just lack of effort. I made a whole movie review talking about the sequel, how much it sucked. You get my idea. The next one is Get Smart with Steve Carell and Hathaway, Dwayne Johnson. And this is basically the live action movie based off the TV show, which I've never seen, but I'm pretty sure my mom's seen it. And I'm pretty sure it's kind of funny, but this one's actually really funny. And I'm interested if they're maybe doing a sequel to this. I may be interested in seeing. You know, this one's not bad for a spy comedy flick. It's it's harmless. The next one, another one of my favorite movies, is Mean Girls with Lindsay Lohan, and it's such a funny movie. Like I'm sure everyone in my gender is nuts for this film. And in my Ghostbusters rant video, I was originally like point this as an example. Like, what if they make like remake Mean Girls and include like a male cast, but it would be titled Mean Boys. I don't think it would complain much, but yeah, this is like my Clueless. Like I said, I don't know how old Clueless is. I've never seen it, but I love Mean Girls. It's such a funny movie. One of Lindsay Lohan's best. And I'd be interested if she now I guess she got herself together, she could do more starring role movies like this. The next one I got White Chicks. Oh my bottle! Oh my bottle, doll! Like I'm so obsessed with this film. It's with the Wayans brothers of the Scary Movie series, and it's another funny one. Some of these I just talked about. Almost all of these I bet. Next one is Coraline, which was well talked about when it first came out, but now it's like I think people still talk about this. And the DVD copy on the top here says from the director of Nightmare Before Christmas, and you may think it's Tim Burton. No, it's Henry Selick. I don't think Tim Burton had anything to do with this, but I don't know. Like this is like a movie that Tim Burton would direct if that was, you know, it's kind of like a Tim Burton movie in a way. This one's really creative and definitely worth watching. Next one I did a review of like not too long ago, Without a Paddle. This is another fun one. Seth Green, Matthew Lillard, and Dax Shepard go on an adventure out in the wilderness to search for D.B. Cooper and the $200,000 that he stole. Like go on an adventure in memory of their friend who just passed away suddenly. This is another one you should definitely check out. Next one, I have a lot of these Pixar movies from the 2000s. I think, yeah, I'll go more because I have other movies like probably stacked at the bottom. Some. This one is Up. Which my favorite Pixar movies. One I'm going to talk about. Like my top one now is Inside Out. This one's a really heartfelt movie, very colorful, very like nice story. Definitely must see if you haven't seen it. Another one, WALL-E. I always say that. Just WALL-E. This is another good one. And here's my second favorite Pixar film, Finding Nemo. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Finding Dory. Hopefully that's really good. And this is another really good one. Must see if you haven't seen it. And this one, you can't say like top 2000s movies without mentioning this, especially for myself. I remember seeing this in theaters. I was never in a packed theater in my life, like in a movie theater, like opening day, and I begged my mom to see it. And this is I love this one, and I'm so obsessed with the series. Austin Powers and Goldmember. Even though I like all the movies, like the first Austin Powers is my all-time favorite film, this is my favorite out of the series, and I really hope, like at some point they may do a fourth one, like if they can bring back Pee-wee and they're planning to bring back Indiana Jones again, like why not make another Austin Powers movie? I mean, what's wrong, Mike Myers? I'm sure everyone's forgotten about the Love Guru. I know you've been playing a fourth film for a long time, but like we love to see you come back in another movie, like acting in it, like in front of the camera. You know, like I really miss you being in front of the camera. I know the Love Guru didn't do so well for you, but please come back, please. Another next one is the Crocodile Hunter Collision Course, which I'm sure some people may know, some people may not. Like, how'd you not know Steve Irwin did a movie? Basically, the plot's about like a satellite explodes in space and then a beacon from the satellite crashes into Australia and the crocodile swallows it. And so these secret agents have to go get it. In the meantime, Steve Irwin and his wife are filming a documentary, and then they have to relocate a crocodile from getting killed. What they don't realize, the agents have got the same like crocodile to swallow the beacon. Basically, they don't know what's going on, and they think they're poachers. This is another good one you should check out. The next one, some of these, like, I don't think I've talked about this one yet in the video. Well, I'm going to. I got Mamma Mia, here we go again, Mama. I like this one, you know, like, I was watching the Dancing Queen video, like, the scene from it, like yesterday and got real nuts. I like this one. I also saw the Broadway musical as well. This is a good one, in my opinion. The people who hate it are a bunch of guys who can't stand chick flicks. I don't know, whatever. Now this one I'm excited to talk about. The first Pirates of the Caribbean. Out of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, this is my favorite. Then will be the third and the other sequels. Like I think the fourth one would be first and second. I don't know. Like this is the one I think of. Introduces Johnny Depp's Jack Sparrow and well, I'm obsessed with Jack Sparrow. My mom's mostly she's more of a Johnny Depp fan. Like I am myself too. I remember I think last week it was last week I went to a pool party and I brought my Jack Sparrow towel. It was actually my mom's, but I just want to bring something that's okay because anyway and her friend was like, "Whose towel is that? I want that towel." And I was like, no. like a lot of ladies are so obsessed with Jack Sparrow. And this is another one I like a lot. And this one I talked about a few times. It's Nicolas Cage and Knowing. It's about like 50 years ago, some kids like buried a time capsule, and this girl was like writing numbers on a piece of paper because she was hearing voices in her head. and 50 years later, Nicolas Cage's, they dig up the time capsule. Nicolas Cage's son ends up getting the paper the girl wrote the numbers on. Nicolas Cage, like trying to track down the numbers, like what does this mean? And the numbers usually meet like days of natural disasters, how many people are gonna die, and leads up to like you really have to see this movie. Like this is one of the movies I like cry at the end, like for some reason. Like I don't want to say what happens in it, but just watch it and you may know. Next one I have is the Simpsons movie, which is kind of funny, and I know the Simpsons been going on, and not many people liking it anymore, but this is just another one. If you haven't seen the Simpsons movie and you've been holding off seeing more Simpsons because, like, well, this was from 2007, so it's during the time where people are starting to get tired of the show. So this one's, as a non-Simpsons fan, like I've nothing against the Simpsons. It's fine, just never a die-hard fan of it. But how can I go wrong with this? This is a funny one, and the hand-drawn animation is great, and it's something that you barely see in movies anymore. The next one I have is the first Spider-Man. The Sam Raimi one's not the Amazing Spider-Man. Those came out like this decade. But this is my favorite out of the Sam Raimi series. This is the Spider-Man I think of. So I'm sure the Amazing Spider-Man is okay. And I heard the sequel got the most hate, but this is Spider-Man I think of. You know, Tobey Maguire. It's harmless, very campy, but it's just still fun. I still admire them. Next one's a really funny movie that you guys should check out. Like, if you like It's a Mad World, like if they like remade the movie, like they already did this, and I don't think they need to make it again. But this one's really funny. It nails it. Rat Race, and it has a big cast. It has Rowan Atkinson, John Cleese, Whoopi Goldberg, Cuba Gooding Jr., Breckin Meyer, John Lovett, Seth Green, and Smash Mouth is in this for a small part. This is a very funny movie. It's like one of those movies that came and went and nobody talked about it, but this is the one you guys should check out. Another Pixar one I said was at the bottom is Monsters Inc. Monsters University was alright. It's cute, but this one, I love this one. I love the relationship between Boo and Sully. It's a nice one. And this one I almost forgot to pick up from the DVD shelf downstairs. Is the first Shrek. I think Shrek 1 and 2 are the best ones, like my favorites, and I don't mind the other ones. This one everyone knows about. Some of these you can't talk about much because everybody knows them. The next one, I was gonna pick the sequel as well, but this one I really think is funny, really heartfelt too. Bruce Almighty with Jim Carrey, Jennifer Aniston, and Morgan Freeman as God. This is a really funny movie. And I like Jim Carrey movies, like some of the, like a lot, like mainly the older ones best, like Mask and Ace Ventura and Dumb and Dumber, and that one's like my favorite of the 2000s of his films. And the next one is Madagascar, the first one. The second one I don't think I like too much, and the third one is good, just not my favorite. Again, on 2000s one, of course I have to talk about the sequels just a bit. Like, I remember the third film came out when I was, like, graduating, so so if I ever watch the third one again, I think graduation. This one is another fun one, the first Madagascar. And the next one, came out in 2000, so please don't debate, it's a nice film, it's not, it's like 2000, so I count this. Chicken Run. This is one of my favorite movies as well. This one's great clay animation movie. It came out, it was made by the same people who did, the Wallace and Gromit shorts. Alright, I'm just about done with the ones I haven't talked about. Now this one I should have said in my favorite Kids and Family movies, and I forgot to say this. This came out in 2009, and I only watched it once, and I remember, like, falling in love with it, and I haven't watched it again since. Like, I gotta watch it again. And it's another one I don't think that many people know about, Hotel for Dogs. It's about these kids running a hotel for dogs. So, I don't remember this one too much, but this is another one I used to like. And the next one is 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and Drew Barrymore. This one I liked a lot as well, and this is another one I talked about in, I think, my favorite comedies video. I've done 2 parts. Now here's the ones I talked about in my Kids and Family movies video, and I'm gonna go real quick. I got 2 movies in here. I got Because of Winn-Dixie and Zathura. The first Night at the Museum film, which is my top favorite of the series. I got The Pacifier with Vin Diesel, funny movie. Cats and Dogs, the first one. Herbie Fully Loaded, another Lindsay Lohan film, which is really good. Firehouse Dog. Are We There Yet? The first Narnia film, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. And the Harry Potter, the first one, The Sorcerer's Stone. So I think that's a very quick video. I may do some cuts too because I got interrupted by Steve and I have to like correct myself in some parts. So thank you so much for watching my video, my top favorite movies of the 2000s. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.